Well, let me tell you something, young lady. I learned something over the weekend. Lady Gaga is one heck of a lot more fun than Alfonso Soriano. Hey, you think we haven't got class? You think we haven't got style? This is the People's Show, baseball time. Black and Blue City on WCIU.com.
blackandbluecity.com with Copic.
President of the Carl Tuffy Rose Fan Club, our good friend Joel Radwanski, and playing her today, Don Vito Corleone, known as Matthew Benson, the pride and joy of Bill Vector. Hey, I'm watching Dan Roan Sports on Sunday night, and you know what this cat does? He takes all the Cubby lowlights from the weekend against the Reds, and he plays them over Johnny Cash singing Hurt, that originally behind 9 Inch Nails. That was Johnny Cash's obituary. Roan, you're a moron, for heaven's sakes.
Well, you made me laugh, Chad. That's his obituary song? Come on, don't do that to me. Well, I haven't been watching the Dan Road Sportscast for the last couple of years, so I missed that one. But, to me, it pretty much epitomizes this season. It's been absolutely brutal. It's hurt. So, pretty much sums it up. I probably would have found it a little funny.
I'm pretty certain we would have done that 4 weeks ago if we had the soundtrack for it. We killed him 4 weeks ago. We buried him then. This team, he probably did it in case of Lollapalooza this weekend. They got some music involved, some good rock and roll music. The Cubs are dead. They're over.
Well, I do realize this, but all of a sudden I think he hurt Chet's feelings by playing it.
Well, he did. But I mean, I'm going to hurt your feelings right now. You don't beat the Baltimores. You don't beat the Kansas Cities. You don't beat the Clevelands until your guys get their ass together. You know what? You're going to lose a division because you don't beat the suckers.
I think they're going to be fine, Chet. I agree with you. They've got to beat Baltimore. They've got to get a split here tonight. But I think 6 of the next 9 games, 3 here with the Twins, 3 on the road with the Twins, and 6 against the Tigers here in Chicago. They come out of this thing 7-2. They'll be in good shape for the rest of the season.
The problem is they're putting so much pressure on themselves by losing to these poor teams.
Yeah,
and you want to be able to put space because you know they're going to have problems at target field.
Bullpen's doing the same thing on their own in town. Won a lot of extra inning games against Tampa Bay last week. These guys are pretty spent too. Once you get past Pavano on that team and Lariano, the team's really not that good. So I like our chances once you get past.
Even if you're only up a half a game and you have to go to target field.
Hey,
yeah, you know.
Look, we don't go to Cleveland at the end of the season or Detroit. We end up in Boston and Anaheim. We can beat those teams.
Well, yeah, because they're decent. Yeah.
All right, round 1 complete. We come back with more right here on the show designed for the fan, done by the fans. This is Black and Blue City on WCIU.com. Ozzie Ball, you heard Radwanski and Benson and I debate this point right here on Black and Blue City. Why don't the White Sox beat the bottom feeders, the Kansas Cities, the Baltimores, the Clevelands? Is that going to cost the White Sox the American League Central? Hey, log on to Facebook, log on to blackandbluecity.com. Let us know your thoughts on the show done by the fans for the fans. All right, Benson, put on the Cubby pinstripes. Look at Lou Piniella. Loses his uncle, mother very ill as we speak right now. At this point in time, given the fact that the ball club is going absolutely nowhere fast, if you're the Cubs, why not just politely tell Lou, take care of family obligations, you're paid off, the year is over.
His head hasn't been here. They've lost 10 of 11 games. He's obviously not doing anything good for the ball club right now. Not that he's doing anything bad, but he's not winning with the ball club right now. You should have released him at the All-Star break. Do it now. Let Trammell bring Sandberg up and just let him sit there.
No, not Sandberg. Before I give my cold and callous answer, which is how I truly feel, the show Black and Blue City has a heart. Let Lou go home, take care of your family. That's much more important. But then on another hand, he's not helping the ball club anymore. He's not evaluating these rookies for next year. Get somebody up here.
How is he hurting the ball club?
Well, maybe just the fact that he seems like he's been in a malaise all year. When you don't tuck in your shirt, when you don't shave, that sets an example for everybody else on the ball club.
How is he helping the ball club, not hurting? There's really nothing he can do by helping the ball club here in the last 2 months when the team's completely out of it. His head's not there. He knows he's not coming back.
Yeah, exactly. If he was coming back, I could see why he's here. He can figure out which rookies are going to help him out. But that's not the case. So, Lou, go home.
Jim Hendry ought to be punched out. That bullpen is pathetic.
I'll do it. Heck yeah. Jim, watch your back. Well, you got 4 rookies in there. This is not.
Don't mind
This
us,
is
it's
not.
just a little sample of dead air.
No, this is not a surprise. We knew this going into the year. You have Sean Marshall, who's having a great year, and Carlos Marmol. Other than that, it's nothing but question mark and question mark and question mark. Andrew Kastner looks all right when he can throw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball by somebody. If he doesn't locate it, he gets hammered. So this is no surprise that they're this bad.
All right. We'll come back following rehearsal with round 3 right here on Black and Blue City on WCIU.com.
The show by the fans for the fans. And this week's fair or foul question: do the Cubs teammates of Carlos Zambrano want him gone? The fair or foul question. blackandbluecity.com. Answer it. Fair or foul.
Carlos Zambrano, baseball been a very good to him. Starting tonight for the Cubs against the Giants, Radwanski, I quietly believe there are guys on the Cub roster, guys in Zambrano's clubhouse who would love to see him get his brains knocked out tonight.
No. If they don't like Zambrano and they really want him gone, if they didn't like him, they should root for him to pitch well, and hopefully somebody will trade for him. So that's just typical ass backwards thinking if you're a Chicago Cub player. Like, oh, I want to stay here even though we're out of it. If you want Zambrano gone and you're a teammate, catch every ground ball, get a hit in the clutch, which they seldomly do, and then next thing you know, maybe Zambrano will be pitching for Anaheim or somebody else down the stretch run.
I think this feeds very well that we discussed in the last episode was Derek Lee actually wrong, and maybe he was a mistake in this team. Maybe the team does rally around Zambrano. Soriano came out a couple of days ago and he said he's ready to put this team on the back for the next 4 years. Hey, at least someone said it. We've had nobody on that team say it.
How do you rally around Zambrano? It's like rallying around the gangsters.
You know what though? You realize he's actually a sweet guy. He's
got a heart.
He's like the guy that
about the game.
he
Maybe
blows
doesn't
up.
wrong.
He blows up and says a bunch of stupid stuff, but like when he's not blowing up, he's a sweet guy. His teammates typically do like him.
Explain to me how Zambrano has a heart. I mean, define heart as it relates to Carlos
when you go to
Zambrano.
the dugout and start screaming, you're actually caring about the game. It's not like you're walking around like Derek Lee, just turning around and dropping a few letters we can't use on this station. And backing the players and walking away. Hey, if you really care, get in his face and say, what did I do? You just gave up a 3-run homer. Instead, he just goes, get out of here, I don't care.
Yeah, shut the blank up, shut the blank up. He kept saying it.
Play the game with a little bit of heart.
All I know is if they really don't like him, they need to play well for him. So maybe the Cubs can get something for him. Chad, it's simple that. And I'm done with the Zambrano bash. And all I got to say is get fat, Zambrano. You were better when you were beefy.
Get Joe Girardi in Chicago. No matter what the Yankees put on the table, get Joe Girardi in town for the Chicago Cubs. All right? We have concluded 3 rounds here on All-Star Golf, and Judge Chet Kopic will render his decision. Judge Kopic scores the fight 2 rounds, Benson, 1 round, Radwanski. Your winner by majority decision is Matt Benson.
I think this was done on purpose, knowing I didn't have a real good voice today. But since I didn't watch a whole lot of baseball this week and I was Lollapaloozaing, I'm going to tell you this much. Green Day, you earned my respect this week. And after 16 years of being around here, I now put you in with U2 and R.E.M. as a classic rock band of our era.
Wait, now you're going to compare Green Day to the Beach Boys, for example?
Hold on a second.
Well, not the Beach Boys, Shed. I wouldn't want to go there. But
You didn't throw Lady Gaga in there? She set her crotch on fire. Okay, really? Now that's music.
Show, I may set my crotch on fire. This has been Black and Blue City, right here on WCIU.com. Check us out. We'll join you again Thursday. So long, everybody.